SUVs are dominating the roads in 2025, and for good reasons. They offer spacious interiors, top-tier safety, and premium comfort. But not all luxury SUVs are flying off dealership lots. In fact, some models are struggling to find buyers despite their high-end branding and powerful specs. Today, we're revealing 17 luxury SUVs that no one is buying, according to Consumer Reports. And trust us, there are some shocking reasons why. Whether it's outdated designs, poor performance, or overpriced tags, these vehicles just aren't cutting it. Stick around till the end to see which model takes the #1 spot. 17. 2025 Mercedes-Benz GLE. The Mercedes-Benz GLE might have the luxury badge, but that's about where the appeal stops for many buyers. On paper, it seems like a solid choice with multiple powertrain options, including a plug-in hybrid and a high-powered GLE 580 that packs a serious punch. But here's the problem. The base model is seriously underwhelming, with sluggish acceleration that doesn't feel worthy of a Mercedes. And while the cabin is upscale, the rear seats don't adjust, making long drives a chore for passengers. But that's not all. According to Consumer Reports, the GLE has been plagued by below-average reliability, scoring just 45 out of 100. Owners have reported infotainment glitches, electronic issues, and engine problems, which are the last things you want in a vehicle with a luxury price tag. Add to that stiff competition from BMW, Lexus, and even Genesis, brands offering better reliability, performance, and tech for the money, and it's no surprise that dealers are desperate to move these off their lots. It's a classic case of style over substance, and buyers aren't falling for it. 16. 2025 Lexus RX. The 2025 Lexus RX may carry the prestige of the Lexus name, but it's struggling to justify its price tag. On paper, it offers standard hybrid and plug-in hybrid options, but the driving experience is underwhelming. The RX 300's turbocharged 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine feels sluggish, and ride quality is surprisingly stiff, making for an uncomfortable drive. Consumer Reports gives it a 61 out of 100 reliability rating, citing electronic system failures and infotainment issues. Inside cheaper materials and excessive plastic makes it feel less luxurious than past models. To make matters worse, handling is lackluster, and it requires expensive premium fuel. With competitors offering smoother rides, better tech, and more power for the price, buyers are looking elsewhere. Now, dealers are slashing prices and offering big incentives, because these SUVs just aren't moving. 15. 2025 BMW X5. The 2025 BMW X5 may have the performance, but it's missing the reliability and comfort buyers expect at this price point. Under the hood, its 3.0-liter turbocharged inline-six delivers 375 horsepower and 398 pounds-foot of torque, but that doesn't make up for its frustrating downsides. According to Consumer Reports, the X5 scores a disappointing 62 out of 100 in reliability, with frequent complaints about its overly complex infotainment system, glitchy electronics, and frustrating touch controls. Instead of an intuitive luxury experience, owners are met with a steep learning curve for basic functions. And while BMW markets it as a premium family SUV, the second-row seating lacks the plush comfort you'd expect in this class. Add in pricey maintenance, costly premium fuel requirements, and stiff competition from rivals like Mercedes GLE and Genesis GV80, and it's no surprise dealers are scrambling to offload them with massive discounts. 14. 2025 Audi Q5. The 2025 Audi Q5 might wear a luxury badge, but buyers aren't impressed. It offers 3 versions of a 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4, including mild hybrid and plug-in hybrid options. Yet none deliver the punch or refinement expected in this segment. According to Consumer Reports, the Q5's reliability score sits at a mediocre 64 out of 100, with frequent complaints about stiff suspension, an outdated infotainment system, and underwhelming interior materials. Despite Audi's premium reputation, the cabin feels more budget-friendly than luxury, with too much plastic and lackluster tech that lags behind BMW and Mercedes. And while its price undercuts some competitors, many buyers feel it's still overpriced for what it offers. In a market where people demand cutting-edge tech, smoother rides, and true luxury, the Q5 fails to stand out. Dealers are offering huge discounts just to move them, but even that's not enough to get buyers interested. 13. 2025 Porsche Cayenne. The 2025 Porsche Cayenne is meant to be the ultimate blend of luxury and performance, but for many buyers it's missing something crucial: comfort. Yes, it comes with 4 powertrain options, ranging from the base 3.0-liter turbo V6 with 348 horsepower to the insane 729 horsepower turbo e-hybrid. But raw speed isn't everything. According to Consumer Reports, reliability sits at a disappointing 58 out of 100, with frequent complaints about harsh ride quality, expensive maintenance, and a confusing infotainment system. For an SUV that starts at over $80,000, you'd expect top-tier comfort and user-friendly tech. But the stiff suspension makes long drives exhausting, and Porsche's complex trim structure leaves buyers overwhelmed. Add in the sky-high repair cost, and suddenly, the Cayenne doesn't seem like the dream SUV claims it to be. Dealers are struggling to move them, offering deep discounts, but buyers just aren't buying. 12. 2025 Rivian R1S. The 2025 Rivian R1S is an electric powerhouse, boasting up to 1,025 horsepower in its quad-motor setup, in a blistering 0 to 60 time for 2.6 seconds. On paper, it's a game-changer. So why aren't people buying it? For starters, it's insanely expensive, with top trims pushing past $100,000, a price that's hard to justify, especially with more affordable EV competitors. Then there's the real headache: maintenance. Consumer Reports gives it a reliability score of just 47 out of 100, with owners frustrated by long repair wait times, a lack of service centers, and unpredictable software glitches. While the tech is impressive, the charging network is still limited, and build quality issues have raised concerns. Dealers are now struggling to move them, offering big incentives. But buyers aren't willing to gamble on a vehicle that's still finding its footing in the EV world. 11. 2025 Tesla Model X. The 2025 Tesla Model X might be blazing fast with its 670 horsepower dual-motor setup and a 3.8-second 0 to 60 time, but buyers just aren't biting. Why? For starters, it's outrageously expensive, and with Tesla slashing prices on other models, resale values have plummeted, making it a risky investment. Then there's the infamous quality control issues: misaligned panels, unreliable Falcon wing doors, and frustrating software glitches have all left owners disappointed. Consumer Reports gives it a poor reliability rating of 50 out of 100, citing frequent electronic failures and expensive repairs. And with Tesla's customer service reputation taking a nosedive, getting those issues fixed can be a nightmare. In the ever-growing luxury EV market, buyers now have better, more refined options, making the Model X a hard sell for dealers desperate to move them off the lot. 10. 2025 Volvo XC90. The 2025 Volvo XC90 seems like a dream luxury SUV. Sleek Scandinavian design, a plush interior, and a powerful hybrid option with 455 horsepower. But in reality, buyers just aren't interested. One of the biggest complaints: the cramped third row. For an SUV of this size, you'd expect more space, but instead, passengers are left feeling squeezed. Then there's the fuel economy, which isn't exactly great, especially for a luxury hybrid. Consumer Reports gives it an average reliability score of 56 out of 100, with owners reporting glitchy infotainment, frustrating electronic issues, and costly repairs. And at a starting price that rivals more refined competitors, buyers are looking elsewhere for better comfort and tech. With more advanced and spacious alternatives hitting the market, the XC90 is struggling to justify its price. leaving dealers desperate to unload them. 9. 2025 Cadillac XT6. The 2025 Cadillac XT6 is supposed to be a luxury SUV, but buyers aren't convinced. It comes with two engine options, a 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4 and a 3.0-liter V6, but that's about where the excitement ends. The biggest letdown? The interior. Instead of the plush high-end cabin you'd expect from a Cadillac, the XT6 feels like a dressed-up GM crossover. Because that's basically what it is. Cheap materials, an outdated design, and a lack of standout tech make it hard to justify its luxury price tag. Consumer Reports gives it a reliability score of just 54 out of 100, with owners frustrated by inconsistent build quality, glitchy electronics, and underwhelming performance. With stronger competitors like the BMW X5 and Audi Q7 offering more power, better tech, and a true luxury feel, the XT6 feels outdated before you even drive it off the lot, and dealers are scrambling to offload them. 8. 2025 Lincoln Aviator. The 2025 Lincoln Aviator packs serious power with its 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6 pushing 400 horsepower. But that's where the excitement stops. Despite its bold presence, the Aviator feels bulky and sluggish compared to sportier rivals like the BMW X5 and Volvo XC90. For a luxury SUV, refinement is lacking. Owners report excessive wind noise at highway speeds and a ride that's not as smooth as expected. And while the cabin looks upscale, some materials feel cheap for the price tag. Reliability is another red flag. Consumer Reports gives it a below-average reliability score due to electrical glitches, transmission issues, and frustrating infotainment bugs. The final nail in the coffin? It doesn't stand out. With stronger competitors offering better driving dynamics, quieter cabins, and more advanced tech, the Aviator feels like an afterthought, and dealers are slashing prices to clear them out. 7. 2025 Infiniti QX60. The 2025 Infiniti QX60 struggles to justify its luxury badge. Its 2.0-liter Turbo 4 makes 268 horsepower, a downgrade from the old V6, disappointing longtime fans. The ride is stiff, the seats lack comfort, and the interior materials feel cheap compared to rivals like the Acura MDX and Lexus RX. Despite its sleek exterior, the driving experience feels unrefined, with rough handling and underwhelming power delivery. Add in below-average reliability ratings and outdated tech, and it's clear why buyers are skipping this one. With better luxury SUVs available, dealers are desperate to move the QX60 off their lots. 6. 2025 Acura MDX. The Acura MDX might look like a solid luxury SUV, but it doesn't quite hit the mark. Under the hood, you get a 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 with 290 horsepower. Not exactly thrilling compared to its rivals. While it technically seats 7, anyone stuck in the third row won't be comfortable for long. Then there's the price, higher than some competitors that offer better performance, tech, and luxury. To top it off, fuel efficiency is nothing special, making the MDX a tough sell. With average reliability scores and so many better options out there, it's no wonder this SUV isn't winning over buyers. 5. 2025 Audi Q7. The Audi Q7 is packed with power and luxury, offering 3 solid engine choices: a 2.0-liter turbo inline-4, a 3.0-liter V6 with a mild hybrid system, and a monstrous 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 that rockets from 0 to 60 in just 4 seconds. Sounds impressive, right? Well, not so fast. Despite its performance, the Q7 struggles to justify its hefty price tag. Cargo space is underwhelming when all seats are in use, and the third row is so cramped that adults won't want to spend much time back there. For the money, buyers expect more practicality, something the Q7 fails to deliver. 4. 2025 Mercedes-Benz G-Class. The Mercedes-Benz G-Class is an icon, rugged, powerful, and dripping with status. Under the hood, it boasts a 3.0-liter inline-six turbocharged engine with a 48-volt mild hybrid system, pushing out 443 horsepower and hitting 0 to 60 in just 5.3 seconds. But here's the catch. It's more of a status symbol than a practical SUV. The ride is stiff, the fuel economy is terrible, and its boxy shape isn't the most aerodynamic. Plus, its sky-high price tag makes it unattainable for most buyers. Unless you're after the prestige, the G-Wagon isn't exactly the smartest luxury SUV choice in 2025. 3. 2025 BMW X7. The BMW X7 is a statement of luxury. With a 3.0-liter turbocharged inline-six engine, a mild hybrid system, and an interior that screams opulence. It's built with top-tier materials and offers seating for 7. Sounds perfect, right? Not quite. The third-row accessibility is frustrating, making it a hassle for passengers. And while it competes with other high-end SUVs, it's significantly more expensive than rivals that offer similar, if not better, features. On top of that, the 22 miles per gallon combined mileage isn't exactly impressive. If you're after practicality, the X7 might not be your best bet in 2025. 2. 2025 Jaguar F-Pace. The Jaguar F-Pace is a luxury SUV with a powerful lineup of engines from a 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4 to a monstrous 5.0-liter turbocharged V8. But despite its performance options, it's struggling to win over buyers. Why? For starters, it's expensive, more so than many of its competitors, without offering significantly better features. Then there's the seating issue. It only fits 5 people. If you're going to spend big on an SUV, wouldn't you want more space? With other brands offering better value, the F-Pace feels like an overpriced compromise in 2025. 1. 2025 Land Rover Discovery. Taking the top spot is the Land Rover Discovery, a luxury SUV with solid engine options, including a turbocharged 2.0-liter inline-4 and a 3.0-liter inline-6 mild hybrid. On paper, it sounds great, but in reality, most buyers are steering clear. Why? First, the high driving position makes it feel more like a bus than a premium SUV, which isn't exactly appealing. Then there's the exterior design. Distinctive, sure, but not in a way that excites most people. When you're dropping serious cash on a luxury SUV, you want something that feels sleek and refined, not awkward and polarizing. That wraps up our ranking of the 17 worst luxury SUVs that no one buys, according to Consumer Reports. If you've made it this far, let us know in the comments which of these SUVs you were surprised to see on the list. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more eye-opening car content. See you in the next one!